We are back with even more of the internet's scariest ghost sighting videos. Now, I've done this time and time again. I needn't explain this to you, but if you are new, I'll give you a quick rundown. There is a channel known as BizarreBub, which posts compilations of ghost sighting videos from across the internet. And I was once a ghost skeptic, but these days, I've had experiences that make me believe wholeheartedly. And if you want to know why, you should check out my main channel, because there are ghost hunting videos coming up on there that explain everything. And with my newfound knowledge and love for the paranormal, I sit down and try and work out whether these videos are terrifyingly real or hilariously fake. And like usual, we had a good blend of both today. So if you do enjoy, please feel free to subscribe. I do absolutely tons of content like this over on my Twitch, which you should follow if you haven't already. But if for whatever reason you can't catch the streams live, subbing here means you never miss them when they get uploaded to this channel. So what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe now, and if you've done it, then get ready to enjoy the video. Chat gone. Actually, they're not taking up any room. We'll put chat back on. You guys can be on stream. Say hi. Hi, VODS channel. Hi. Hi. Hi, VODS channel manager Geek. Hi. Yeah. That's me if I was you. If I was you, that's what I'd be doing. I'm not you, though. I'm me, and I'm going to do the stream now. So that's actually what's going to happen now. But if you want to... quickly before we start, I had a cool evening tonight. I went to the beach with Tom, Erin, Kristen, and Filza. And I took some really cool... the tide was super low, so you could walk out where the water usually is onto actual sand on Brighton Beach. And I took this really cool picture. So yeah, didn't know your streamer was a photographer. Yes, he is. And here's a picture that Filza took of me. I really like it. Anyway. Was it cold? Not at all. It's actually quite... It's a warm night. It's a warm eve in Brighton. It's a warm eve. A good eve for going outside and being with friends. Which I've been asked to do, but I went, no. The grind was... Guys, I'm supposed to be at the pub right now, but the Jack Manifold grind... What do people say? But, oh yeah... God, I forgot my own catch. That's terrible. I mean, I'm supposed to be at the pub right now, but the Jack Manifold grind don't stop. So I had to be here. I had to be here. Also, you guys see the new Tom Simons video? It's a revealing video for Jack Manifold. If I was him, I'd be embarrassed. I would not be encouraged people to watch it. But it is a funny video. Anyway.
It's late at night when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an...
Pershka is a new name to me. I've never heard the name Pershka before. This is unrelated to whether I believe in the ghost or not. I just wanted to acknowledge it.
Ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it.
Oh! Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I was about to say, me and Scott used to have an ice machine like this. It automatically makes ice. You put water in it, and it just generates ice all night. It's great for parties. This is, again, not the point I was trying to make. Ice donuts, more like bullets. But anyway, did he say that... Let's restart this.
That she recently purchased.
Hold on.
It's late at night when a girl named Pershka records a video in her kitchen. The purpose of the video is to show an ice machine that she recently purchased, as there's something about it that creeps her out.
Really? BizarreBub? You know, I don't like to comment on the integrity of the BizarreBub channel, but you're telling me that the first video in this compilation is a haunted ice machine? What do you mean the ice is scary? What do you mean? Because it looks like bullets. Is she scared because they look like bullets?
Jack,
and she's got evil war trauma?
Love having your
I am doing okay.
in the background while I play Minecraft.
That's all right. Thank you for watching it all. Hi, Asterix and Min. Those are some interesting names. Hope you're well.
The ice maker, according to...
I love it. Okay, this one's gonna be a funny one. I feel like this one's gonna be on par with the dude that broke into that place with a gun looking for a ghost, as if the ghost was gonna kill him, he could shoot it. You know the guy that kicked down the door. He's like, "Hello." That fella from one of the past videos. I feel like this might rival that in terms of being ridiculous and funny.
Hey Jack, I live in USM. Your streams make me so happy. Happy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 20 months, Alex. But yeah, I feel like. You know, saying the ice machine might be haunted was already pretty rich, but then to do the BizarreBub stock image, you know, when usually you say someone's filming something, you do a stock image of a camera, to pull up the scary ice stock image
to her
is
makes
another
a very
level.
Strange noise during the late hours.
I don't know how many he managed to, because his stock images are always a bit creepy. They're always dark and a little bit like,
as there's something about it that
like
makes
eerie.
a very
I wonder how he managed to find eerie ice stock image. I'm shocked that exists.
Strange noise during the late hours of the night. So one night, as the ice machine makes its unusual noise, Pershka heads over to the kitchen.
You sure that's not just the noise of it making ice? Because it does make a noise. It goes like, It makes a noise as it makes the ice. Like the ice falls into the tray. It goes. It makes it like there's like sure that's not the noise.
To record the sound, but as she records this video, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. What was supposed to be a short,
there it is, the stock image of a camera.
Video.
I mean, this is a phone, but like
turned out to be a terrifying clip that Pershka has recently taken down for unknown reasons.
She took it down.
She didn't say why she took down the clip, but it seems that the video itself says it all. Have a look.
Well, are you showing this against her wishes, BizarreBub? Not good. I'm gonna watch it though because I'm intrigued.
Says it all.
Whoa! Wait, hold on.
Meow, meow, meow. 3.
Okay, and then the light goes on. Whoa! That does look like a kid. Wow, I'm like, the reason I've slowed it down is because I'm trying to look for anything when it's lit up that could just be what she's mistaking as the kid. You know what I mean? But like, I can't see anything. Like, this doesn't look like anything that could be mistaken for the silhouette as a child. That's weird.
Like a scene out of a horror movie, Pershka walks into the kitchen and captures for just a split second the figure of a little girl. Even creepier is that whoever this was just disappears as soon as the lights turn on.
Sexy man.
It's for this reason.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Calm down though, you know? You can think it, but you don't need to tell me. You know, you wouldn't pass a stranger in the street who you thought was sexy and tell them. You know? But yeah, anyway. Yes, what? Yes, I would. Why is everyone saying they would? You're overly confident and potentially you've got, you know, you deserve Riz restraining orders, you know? You're on that harassment. I'm trying to combine harassment and Riz. Because you think it's Riz, but it's actually harassment. That's what I'm trying to... I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on.
That viewers believe she had taken down the clip, as otherwise it would continue to remind her of this disturbing incident. Whatever was captured has left her extremely unsettled. Even though this video was taken a few years ago, it is still unknown as to whether or not Pershka had captured something paranormal on camera.
That is bizarre. Like, that is weird. Like, totally could be edited, but like, I don't know. Why would you then delete the clip? You know, you fake a clip and it does well. Why would you then delete it? Unless I guess you feel shame, but like, I doubt it, you know? I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely weird.
In the early 2000s, there used to be an abandoned asylum.
Oh, did I say it was bizarre? Oh, BizarreBub! Ha ha ha! Yeah, sorry, my bad. I do this a lot. I like the word bizarre. Maybe I like this channel for that reason.
In Massachusetts, known as Danvers State Hospital. Before shutting down in 1992, the asylum had an estimate of 3,000 patients, all of whom were severely mentally ill and poorly treated. Nurses who used to work here recall seeing horrifying things.
Okay, dismissing that that's a terrible story, really quick. This is a sick building. I so want to film a video in like an abandoned building. I just did. I literally, the ghost hunting video we did is kind of that, but like something more like this. The ghost hunting video we did was an abandoned hotel, kind of. Like, oh no, I don't have the footage. But like, if I had the footage, I'd show you. There was like, it was an old hotel and they'd taken the big neon sign that said hotel and they'd taken it inside and they had just had it laying up against a wall inside the hotel. It was very cool. Sam and Colby type shit. Honestly, the video I just did in Germany with Tubbo was like, I call Sam and Colby in it. Like, I get their seal of approval. Like, they cameo in the video.
No way. Have a good
Didn't
rest
Sam
of
and
your
Colby
day,
go there?
kid.
No, they didn't go to this place. I actually, you know what? Sam and Colby are the best guys ever, right? I went to go film a ghost hunting video in Germany, and I couldn't find any places to do it. I DM'd them, like, hey guys, I know this, like, I'm basically completely treading on their toes. I turn around, I'm like, hey, I really enjoyed the video we did, and I want to go do a ghost hunting video on my own. Do you know any places in Germany that would be good, right? And like, I'm kind of like doing, you know, like some YouTubers aren't the best people and would be like, no, I'm not helping you do the thing that I do. That's my niche and you might usurp me. You know, people get like really precious about their views and stuff. Right, so I asked Sam and Colby, do you know any locations? Fully expecting that they might say no. Like, not because I was judging them, just because like that's not unreasonable. They went, yeah, here's every single location our producer has on record for like Germany. And just give me a list. Just like the nicest thing, just so nice. And then when either way, I ended up not being able. We couldn't get into any of those locations. I actually warned them. I'm like, none of those locations actually got back to us, by the way. So you might have some difficulty. You might want to look for some more. So eventually, we found our own location in the end, in the Black Forest, this abandoned hotel that we ended up going to, which was super fucking creepy. Like by far the creepiest place I've ever been in my life. Even more creepy than the Ancient Rams Inn. I wouldn't say it was as haunted, but it was like to look at. It was creepy. And when I was there, I had a question, so I FaceTimed them both. Fucking Sam picks up and just like talks me through a bunch of shit. Just the nicest people, like the actual nicest, genuine dudes. And even when I was like hanging with them, like the day before, like before we did the ghost hunt, we hung with them for a few hours. Just genuine, very nice, willing to answer any questions. Just the best guys. I'm getting sidetracked. We should be watching this video, but I just wanted to say shout out Sam and Colby. I love you. You're the best guys.
That continue to haunt them to this day. From patients walking around in their own filth due to a lack of basic hygiene, to patients receiving forced lobotomies that would often leave them in a much worse state than before.
Yeah,
employees of the Danvers State Hospital are haunted by these terrible memories. However,
as they should be.
Aside from the past, the asylum is infamous for being extremely creepy.
I mean, yeah,
after shutting down in 1992, teens would come here after hearing rumors that the building was haunted.
I still want to get a VHS camera with like a digital zoom like that. I need to buy one. If anyone has any suggestions, I don't know how you're going to get them to me, but I would like them because I want to buy one to kind of make footage like this. eBay? I'll have a look. Because I seriously need to get one. Oh.
Although this next video wasn't taken by a trespassing teen, it was taken by a curious security guard back in 2000 whose job was to look after the historic building.
This is going to be such a creepy video. I'm so hyped for this. This is going to be like Marble Hornets tier, like exploring abandoned place on a creepy VHS
Did he
camera.
know that he would capture something very strange?
God, I love late 90s, early 2000s camera quality. It has such a creepy vibe. Like horror will never, like good cameras have only made horror like less, like this is scarier. It lends itself to, the low quality lends itself to the unknown. You see little blurs and little things in the distance. You're like, I'm not quite sure what that is, but it looks scary. So Superfox, thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate it. You can skip the top of the hour and in 40 minutes. You're a legend.
Strange while exploring the basement of the asylum. Take a look.
It's like how the early 2000s also loved really deep green coloration. You know, like the movies like The Matrix and Twilight that were just like, yeah, we really want if someone color graded this movie really fucking green. I never got that. I do find that is ugly. That is one of my actual like genuine pet peeves. I like The Matrix as a movie. But I fucking hate that like green wash color grading that they do on like dystopian and creepy things. Seriously, I just actually despise it. Yo, Catastrophic Cat, thank you for the 4 months.
Hello, how is ghoul judging going?
So far, so good. The first video was actually genuinely quite creepy. And this one looks fucking weird. I love the vibe of this video. This has got like some proper fucking... I'd love to film something like this.
Ooh.
I don't know what my obsession is with low quality VHS, but like it's just got such a cool vibe for sort of... It's got like a grungy sort of like feel to it. I don't know what it is. Just love it. Thank you for the... Ah! Sorry, I've been thinking for 2 months. You scared me with a boo. It was slightly delayed, of course, but you did do it. Can we say the fuck word? You can say the fuck word. You're allowed. I do it all the time.
It's a bit hard to see at first, but as the night guard pans the camera to a room inside the basement, a shadowy figure can be seen moving slowly inside. The guard doesn't notice the figure until much later after rewatching the footage. Naturally, he was left shaken up after seeing what
This is what I mean about VHS.
appears to be a slender-looking silhouette walking further into the room as if trying to hide from him.
I'm not fully convinced. That is weird, but like this is what I'm on about with the thing about VHS. It's so low quality, and that is like a bundle of like fucking a couple of pixels
of this building
that then kind of overlap onto the door, which makes me think that it's maybe just like an issue with the camera and not an actual thing. But it is strange. Like
It's completely inaccessible.
This is what I mean about the quality. There's so much in the air that it gets kind of creepy, but like, let's watch it full speed one more time. Fuck it, Slender Man. It's the operator! It's Masky. It's Hoodie. God, I miss Marble Hornets, man. I really liked that era of stream where we were just watching Marble Hornets. I want to go back to that, man. But we finished the series.
It's a bit hard to see at first, but as the night guard pans the camera to a room inside the basement, a shadowy figure can be seen moving, walking. It's no wonder that viewers believe something supernatural was captured. But of course, the question is begged. Just what exactly was caught on camera? Whether ghost or not, it remains a mystery as to what was captured.
I saw it all. You definitely can see something. I'm just not sure whether it's like just like a weird error on the camera, you know what I mean? Like these cameras aren't the most reliable, so I'm kind of in like a spot where I'm like, you know, whatever.
Now the following video was submitted to me by someone who has no idea where the video came from.
Ooh.
Its original source is unknown.
Intriguing.
But despite its mysterious origins, the clip is sufficiently creepy on its own. The
All
video seems to have come from
I bet it comes from a security camera.
a CCTV camera that
CCTV, I mean, hey.
was placed in front of a driveway.
Okay.
Everything appears to be normal until you notice the two strangers that are standing outside the owner's home. They come into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights, presumably as an attempt to scare them off. This, however, doesn't work. They're still there, while eerily standing still.
Okay.
It is at this point, though, where things get really creepy. Watch.
I am. I didn't intend on stopping. I'm actually very intrigued. Because they just look like normal humans. I don't think it's paranormal at all, as of yet. Okay, he tells them to leave. What the fuck?
In utter disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace.
That's...
Clearly,
I almost did it again. That's crazy. I'm not going to call it bizarre.
there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow they vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now, how exactly this happened is...
It's weird because you can kind of almost just see their outlines still. Like there's his outline there. When the light comes on, like it's still kind of there, same as his. But why did they disappear the first time when they were flashed?
Still there. It's presumably as an attempt to...
That's so weird. That's so weird. They took the Minecraft invisibility potion. So that's how, honestly, like, because this is one of those ones where it like falls into my like, this seems too good to be true. That's so, like, you know why I say things are so good to be true? Because if things like this are happening all over the world, then why don't more people believe in ghosts, right? Because if things like this are happening all the time, like this is like, to me, this is like, if this is real, it's concrete. Like that's crazy. But like, so that's why I'm like, but yet people don't believe in ghosts. So surely this has got to be too good to be true, right? Like surely something about this has got to be fake. But like, you could edit it, I guess. But like...
In utter disbelief, the property owner sees the two strangers disappear without a trace. Clearly, there had been two individuals standing outside, but somehow they vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now, how exactly this happened is something viewers can't seem to explain. And with little info on this...
you can just still see their outline, though. Part of me is like, is this edited? But I'm like, I don't... Is it like a lighting trick? You know what gets me as well? The guy came out, and like, unless this is all faked and acting, and it isn't just like some weird thing, the guy comes out and starts like waving at them. Like, he's clearly trying to speak to them, so he clearly sees something in real life. You know, like, he's shouting at them and shit. That's so weird.
They vanish as soon as the lights are flashed again. Now, how exactly this happened is something viewers can't seem to explain, and with little info on this clip, the video becomes even more mysterious. If two strangers were seen on camera, then how is it possible that they suddenly disappeared?
It does seem too good to be true. Sure, you can't really edit CCTV footage. You can edit any footage. The thing is, though, they would have had to have downloaded the CCTV footage. This is why I'm a little bit doubtful, but this is also like a really good way of pretending like you didn't edit something. Like, they're filming the screen of the CCTV footage, which makes me think they don't have access to download it, or they don't understand how to like screen record. This is someone who's like relatively not technologically clued in, right? That's why they're just using their phone to record the screen, right? But if that's the case, that means they probably wouldn't edit it. But one way of hiding that you've edited, because obviously if you edited it, you think you just upload you download the CCTV footage, edit it, then upload the CCTV footage to like whatever website you want to submit it to and be like, this is some CCTV footage from my CCTV system, look at this. But then they haven't. But if they have edited it, then they've edited it. So they've downloaded it, put it in a computer, edited it, and then played it on the computer. But instead of uploading it, they've recorded it, which is just a bit weird. Like, it's just a bit, like, you know what I mean? That's just a bit strange. So, like, download footage, like, understand that you can then upload this footage, edit it, but then film it on your phone. Unless you're, like, trying to, like, bluff me and make me think that you don't understand computers well enough to edit it, you know? But that seems, you know, to make it more realistic, well, that's what I'm saying, maybe. Nothing about it screams fake other than just, like, that is so unbelievable. But, like, hey, man. I've witnessed unbelievable shit. I'm not willing to, you know, I'm not willing to write it off completely.
That they suddenly disappeared.
Weird. God, this is 3 very strong videos to begin with. I mean, this one isn't like, number 7's like, but it's like, it's definitely not obviously fake. It's just like a maybe. It's a very strong compilation so far. The last few we've watched have been very obviously fake videos. We're off to a good start here.
In the following video, a man is woken up after hearing strange noises inside his apartment. The man lives alone, so he finds it alarming to hear what sounds like an intruder inside his home. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record.
That is weird, yeah. Ha! The fuckboy laugh. No, not the fuckboy laugh, bro. Looking like Jack Harlow at the end of that clip. He's like in his house, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? He definitely sent this to his hoes on Snapchat. That's why it's got the Snapchat caption on it. He's like terrified, but he's like, gotta look set. He's like shirtless. He's like, what the fuck? One more time, where's the laugh?
Strangely, the sound of footsteps can be heard coming from above, as though someone is in the attic.
Fuckboy being haunted by ghosts is a great movie concept. I'd watch.
And this video is known as Nick Long, and it wasn't until the next morning that he decided to leave from the safety of his room to investigate the attic space.
Tan lines on his hand and wrist. Oh my god, bro, take your jewelry off sometimes.
As to avoid any physical confrontations. He treads carefully as to avoid any physical confrontations.
Yeah, if it is a real intruder, which is the more likely assumption than like fucking hell. Acid error. Thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate it, dude. Rats are not that loud. No, you can definitely hear like you can hear movement and like rats in the walls and stuff, but like that was loud. That was like footsteps. But also like houses do make noises. My parents' house, you can definitely hear noises on like in certain areas. For absolutely certain. God, why does every American have a fucking creepy like standing mirror in their attic? Like when we play myhouse.wad, that had it.
Carefully.
And then this fucking dude literally has the myhouse.wad attic with the creepy fucking mirror. I feel like the mirror in the attic feels like a portal. It feels like your reflection is going to turn evil and grab you through it. Well, like attics shouldn't have mirrors. Like even the attic when we went with Sam and Colby had a big mirror in it. Why do all Americans not clean their attic ever? True. Thinking American houses, it's a must. It just feels like a creepy mirror. You know, mirrors are already a little bit creepy. It's kind of, there's something like that, like our animal brain finds very uncanny about a reflection. There's sort of this like creature that looks identical to you that's sort of like mimicking everything you do. And like that's sort of uncanny and weird. Well, actually, you don't know it looks identical to you because I guess you've never seen yourself. You've only ever seen your reflection. So, but you know, this sort of idea that there's like this thing that mimics you is kind of already a little bit settling to our animal brains. So then to put it in a creepy, like attics are already creepy as well because they're sort of dingy and like they're a bit like run down and stuff. Like, I just feel like that your reflection's gonna go and grab you and fucking, you know, like that. That's how that's what I feel is gonna happen. Like your reflection's just gonna go, like that was a friendly smile. It's like a, you know, and fucking grab you. What about cameras though? I'm saying animal brains. Like think about cavemen and shit. Like animalistically, we don't have cameras as a given. Reflections are a thing in nature, water and stuff. But you know. Oh, dark bit. Oh no, nothing. Seems
As
fine.
Nick looks around and checks every corner, he sees that no one is there.
Yep.
Not even traces of a person, such as footprints, can be found anywhere.
You wouldn't see footprints. There's not like the sort of material that, like, it's not soil. Like, you're not going to see. Oh.
This was definitely strange. But Nick doesn't really think much of it, since plenty of other strange things have happened before inside his apartment.
Okay.
Though, it would be a few nights later.
Wait, well, if it's an apartment. Oh, fuck. If it's an apartment, it's probably the people fucking upstairs. I thought it was like a house he lived in by himself. If it's an apartment, I hear walking upstairs all the time. Because someone lives above me. That's why. Look at his door handles. I know, I did think about this as well. I'm not a fan of the ugly art doorknob. I wasn't going to say anything. You guys are rude, man. I wasn't going to like shit on his doorknob choices, but it is bad. Apartment attic. Oh, wait, yeah, true. Yeah, wait, maybe it isn't an apartment. Maybe that's just a mistake. Because, yeah, it's weird that his apartment has an attic. There's no, it says he has a triangular roof. That's true. I'm being stupid. Yeah, he has an attic. Of course. He's on top, yeah. Could be someone below. It could be, like, I don't know, though. If it's an apartment, if you're in the same building as people, then I just assume it's other people in your building. I really wouldn't deep it.
Later, when the strangest encounter.
You already made fun of his Snap video. That, you can laugh at any... The second someone downloads Snapchat and posts to it, you are allowed to laugh at them. That's like, they've waived consent for you to laugh at them, you know?
Encounter happens.
Not waived consent. They've given consent. Waived consent would be a bad thing.
Nick is once again woken up by strange noises from his attic. Only this time, he decides to check it out as it happens.
Bruv, do you always have to be shirtless? Put on a t-shirt before you film. I don't want to see you fucking all nipply looking for ghosts. Alright? I don't want to see that you're slightly scared so you got hard nipples because you got the chills because you're scared of ghosts. That was, I don't know why I said that. I apologize.
Needless to say, what's captured here is pretty spooky. Watch.
Yes, I've been hearing weird noises and shit.
I've been hearing weird noises and shit. Oh, you know it's crazy. That's my impression of him.
This door.
Why is the angle so bad? The angle isn't bad. He just wants to show off his fucking defined chest. Well, he speaks in a low voice. Come on now.
It's been like opening and closing.
Like that? It's probably just a draft though, mate. That didn't open too much. Bro, that is a draft, mate. That just seems like a draft. But also, if there's a bad draft up there, it'll probably also explain the weird noises you're hearing. It's probably just things like kind of the house just settling and making noises.
Yo, what the fuck?
Why are the stairs so close to the door? That is... Yeah, usually there's a little bit of a walk up, isn't there?
The door to the attic somehow opens on its own as soon as Nick approaches it. Feeling spooked, Nick is completely unsettled
Feeling confused by the concept of wind.
by this incident. It's now apparent that something strange is going on. But as if things couldn't get any more creepy, the following night, Nick is recording his dog when he captures this.
What if the dog's making noise as well then? Oh my god, now there's so many options. What if the door came open because of the draft, the dog snuck upstairs and was making noise? There. I've came up with a potential solution in about 5 seconds. I'm not convinced by it. I realize it is a little bit creepy. They did sound like footsteps, but like also, you know.
Hey Tubbo, you good?
I'm visiting Brighton tomorrow. Any places you recommend to go to near the pier with my 2 dogs? Probably gonna wear my Tommy in it shirt too, lol.
What? Excuse me? Did you donate to the wrong stream? Are you watching both streams and you donated to the wrong one? Did you just donate to the wrong stream? Did they just donate to Tubbo? Hold on, I'm gonna call Tubbo and see if he got a donation. I'm gonna call Tubbo and see if he got a donation, like, to him. Hold on. Like, for me. No, that's the wrong... That's Tubbo's Discord. Call him. I'm calling him on Discord, right? I just call him on my PC. I don't need to call him on my phone. See if he notices. Let's see. If not, I bet I'd give him the message, you know? I mean, I've got to pass it on. It's clearly for him. Speaking of fucking noises upstairs, bro upstairs is running right now. That or he just fell over. I think he just ate shit. Just made such a loud noise. Damn! Tubbo got no time for the little homie no more. Damn! Fuck! Fuck me. Alright, whatever. We'll keep an eye on him calling me back, but... I guess he's never going to get his message. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I recommend this place called the New Club. It's my favorite, one of my favorite places to get food in Brighton. There you are. That's my recommendation. Not that you asked me, but fuck it, you sent the donation here. Phone him. He fucking smashed his phone because he dropped it from 500 feet during a brand. Oh, he's calling me back.
Hello.
Hey, Tubbo. I've got a question for you.
What's the question?
Did you, by chance, get a donation aimed at me? Because I just got one aimed at you, and I'm thinking that this person's either trolling us or they've got both streams open and they've sent the dono to the wrong person.
No, I didn't get one.
Oh, well, let me just give you a quick read because someone has a message for you, if that's all right. I'll put on my, I'll do my text-to-speech voice. Hold on.
Hey, Tubbo, you good? I'm visiting Brighton tomorrow. Any places you recommend to go near the pier with my 2 dogs? Probably gonna wear my Tommy Innit shirt too, lol.
You can respond to them now.
I like seaside kebab.
Don't listen to him. That's a terrible recommendation. I recommended the New Club, which is a great place to get food.
Oh, the New Club is delicious breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And you said seaside kebab. The place.
Okay,
this is because Tubbo's getting on lash every night in the minute, and he gets so drunk that he needs a greasy, horrible kebab to save him from getting back to sobriety. My God. I hope you're well, Tubbo. I'm sorry for being so cruel.
Well too. No worries. You're just so cruel inside. You're just so cruel.
Speaking of getting on lash, Tubbo, we should get on lash tonight after our streams.
Tonight?
Yeah, it's a couple of people we know's last night here.
I know. Is Becky coming?
Becky is coming.
Oh.
Exactly, Tubbo. We kind of have to.
Oh.
Look, I'm not cutting my stream short. You don't have to cut yours short. But I'm just saying when they're done, they're done.
When they're done, they're done. Okay, you can tempt me. You'll tempt me.
All right, Tubbo.
Okay.
All right, Tubbo. I'll see you later then, Tubbo. I'll let you know if I get any more donos for you.
Okay, sorry. That's really awkward.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Have a good day. Bye.
In a bit, mate. Bye-bye. He didn't have to say it was awkward. I didn't think it was awkward at all. I thought it was quite funny. I'm here from Tubbo's stream. Welcome, Tubbo viewers. We're watching scary ghost sighting videos. If you wanna stick around. Up to you, though. You know, no pressure.
What was it?
A bunch of noises and knocks coming from my room. What room are you in? The dog's room? Does the dog have his own room? Is he going to be shirtless again? I hope he's shirtless. I hope he isn't wearing a shirt for like a final time. Spin the camera around. Is he all nipply again? This guy has just not worn a shirt once in any of these videos. Not like a desire way. I just would find it funny. Not like I desire to see him shirtless. I've already seen it. I just mean like I'd find it funny if he was still shirtless. Because like, surely you've got to wear a shirt sometimes. You know, I'm hot as fuck right now, and like in every sense, right? Being shirtless would help me cool down, and people would enjoy it because I'm hot as fuck in every single way. But I'm not doing it because sometimes you got to wear a shirt. That's what I'm saying. You know. And the same goes for this guy, but he's not doing it. That's making me laugh. He's all nipply all the time. It's just me. Thank you for the 2 months, by the way. Top of the hour ad in only 18 minutes. Definitely worth subbing. Ooh, lights flickering too. Yo. Haha. Yo. Look at my shoes collection. Look at my Jordans. Yo. Oh, please. Pan to the mirror. Pan to the mirror. Pan to the mirror. Show the mirror. Show yourself in the camera. No!
Nick's dog immediately goes in
We'll never know if he was nipply. No!
high alert. His dog is sensing something that doesn't appear to be there.
That is true. The dog's behavior is interesting. I always find that when dogs are in ghost sighting videos, that gets me a bit more convinced because you can't really... You can train dogs, obviously, but I don't think the average guy is training his dog to pretend there's a ghost in the room. You know?
It's as though he senses something dangerous.
That is weird. This one is a little... Like, as much as I'm like taking the piss like about the draft and stuff, hearing noises like that, they are very footstep-like. It is a little bit weird, especially with the flickering light as he's hearing noises from his room. It is a bit weird, but I'm just saying... Drafts and shit, like it's not nothing from this is concrete. Like none of this is making me go, wow, this is definitely haunted. Like, you know, like the first two videos, like seeing the little girl and sorry, the third one as well, like with the people, concrete, they're weird as fuck. This is like,
With all that's happened before, Nick believes that something isn't right with his apartment. He believes it might be haunted and thinks that the attic might have something to do with this.
The addict?
Whether
Who's the
ghost or
addict?
not,
Oh, the attic.
he's deeply unsettled by these incidents. Despite living somewhere else now, he can't seem to forget the
Teenage
strange
nerd thinks
events
he's
that
tier
have
one.
happened there. So then, just what exactly was going on inside Nick's apartment? Like most videos, this one remains a mystery.
I chucked his Instagram. Hold on. Does Nick ever wear a shirt? You know, let's do some independent research. Abandoned_new_York. Let's give it a quick look. Let's look at our boy Nick. Abandoned_new_York. Oh, that is not Nick's Instagram. This is just a bunch of... This is just an Instagram of different buildings in New York that have been abandoned. Oh. Why did they send this in? That's weird. All right. Well, interesting. Anyway, let's get back on with it. Ah. Where did the fan go in the room? I moved it back into my bedroom because I always have it in there when I sleep. But I might move it back in here because I'm fucking warm. I'm not getting nipply, so, you know. A Cam Davis! I don't know how you say that. It's like Adam, but if you replace the D with a C, and then it's difficult. Was your name Adam Cavis? And you've just swapped... I don't know. Either way, thank you for the sub. I mean, the prime. People should check they have those right now by just clicking subscribe, by the way.
This next video was recorded by a security camera inside an apartment complex. Not much is known about this video, except that it came from this residential building where the little girl and her family reside. The video starts off with footage.
What's this weird, creepy, like fucking abandoned little room?
Of
That's
the young
like barely, like an adult couldn't. She barely fits in there. An adult couldn't fit in this room.
girl
Is this where they keep the children here? They're like, all right, into the children room, and all they have is a folding chair to sit on, and you know, a blanket to keep warm.
playing by a staircase. Below the stairs is what appears to be a small room. The
Harry
little
Potter
girl
room. Harry Potter room. It's a Harry Potter room.
can be seen staring at something inside the room, but nothing noticeable can be seen on footage.
Yeah, okay.
Or at least, that's what the child's parents initially thought.
Okay.
It was only after watching this video multiple times that the parents were left horrified. Something was actually captured inside this room.
Really?
Take a look.
Was it? Because it's also pretty low res. It could just be like artifacts on the camera. Bro. Oh, that does look more like a hand now you've zoomed it in. I was about to be like, bro, that's 3 pixels. But like, actually, that does look a bit like a hand, which is weird. But like, also, it's so low res. What if I'm just mistaking it, you know? Like, what if there's like a little animal in there or something? Like, there's a cat there. One more time in like full res. Millie's not in debt. Good job, Millie. Congrats on not being in debt anymore. I'm glad to see that. Like, I'm not blown away by that. It's a little bit weird, but like, it could just be like an animal or a thing that's moving. Like, we don't... Oh, is my head in the way? Let me show you guys. Sorry, let me play that. Let me run that back. It's like this thing here. Like, when you get quite... When he zooms it in a lot, it does look a bit like a hand. Like, there. Like, that is roughly hand-like. Like, it could be anything. It could be, like, a fucking animal or... Like, just a bit of...
In the asylum vid,
Could be
I'm
anything.
so sure it was his own shadow LMAO. Have a nice stream, Zimbo Sauce.
Zumbo sauce? Oh, I don't... Wait, do I...
Guys, what is your favorite? Huggy Wuggy Chic, Scary Blue, Zumbo Sauce?
Sorry. I just had to check. I'm done. But yeah, like, honestly, I'm not convinced by this video. I think the asylum, it could definitely be his own shadow, sure. But this could be, like, a multitude of things. I'm not, like, blown away by it. It's a little bit weird, but, like, the little girl will look at anything that's moving. And the fact that she seems creeped out, it's a creepy-looking room. Like, kids are easily scared as is. Like, this is... Like, nothing
Now
out here.
becomes clear as
Nothing here is too out of the ordinary.
to why the little girl seemed hesitant
But
to go
equally,
inside.
this is not like a this is definitely fake or this is definitely not a ghost thing. Because I just can't see enough. Basically, I'm just like indifferent. I can't see enough to prove either way. And obviously, in a normal circumstance, I'm just... When I can't see anything to prove there's a ghost, I'm going to assume there isn't. Is kind of how I see it. But I'm not seeing anything that makes me definitely think this is fake. So far, none of these videos have been like that, which is crazy. Because usually in these, there's always one or two videos that are just like so profoundly, obviously fake. So I'm really rating this compilation so far.
Side, a disembodied hand can be seen beckoning to the girl. It almost seems to come out of nowhere before disappearing into thin air.
Oh,
Even the cat who later
he's
joins
suggesting it comes out and goes like beckons her in.
the girl seems unsure about going inside. Whatever this might have been was
Again, I don't really think that like you can categorically 100% be like, that's a ghost. It is a little bit weird. Like now you've suggested that it's beckoning, I can kind of see it and it's kind of weird. But like, you know, there's other things. Jack, hydrate. I'm kind of out of water. I'll go get more during the ad break. I drank a whole bottle on this stream. I'll be all right. During the ad break, I'll get more water and I'll go grab the fan.
concerning enough to make them reluctant about entering the space. This mysterious footage, like most videos, has yet to be solved. But until then,
What is he solved? As if like you could... Oh, like I suppose, yeah, solving it would be like knowing 100% categorically what it is. Never mind.
you be the
I've
judge
kinda
on what
answered
was
my own
captured
question.
inside this room.
10 minutes till the top of the hour ad. Get your subs in. They're cheap. Number 3.
On
Definitely a
August
glitch.
23rd of 2023, George Cruz and his wife had just finished making dinner and were heading towards the living room to eat their meal. The couple sit close to each other while watching their favorite TV program.
Hey, TV dinner. Nothing wrong with it. I do it a lot. Well, actually, because my kitchen's in the same room as my living room, so I just kind of sit at the table, but like I can still see the TV. Did I tell you guys I just got like my place decorated? And I'm really happy with it. It happened yesterday, but like I want to show you again. I got my painting up. I bought this painting and I got it put up, which I'm really happy about. And then I got my mirror put up, and then I got some shells, which this is the picture I took of the shells. Without revealing, you can see directly out my window. Okay, hold on. Okay, you can just see directly. I can't show you the shelves. I got some shit on my... I got like my Walt and Jesse Breaking Bad U2s on the shelf, but I can't show you because you can see directly out the window.
I worked at a haunted candy store and live right by a haunted restaurant. I like seeing what experiences were like mine.
Ooh, interesting. You'll have to, if you're kind enough,
Hey,
donate
Jack,
me one of the
it's
stories. I'd love to hear it.
UHMMM, sorry. I copy and pasted the same MESSGAE and forgot to put it as your name, not Tubbo. I'm sorry for the STRUGGE, but it made my night.
No, it's fine. I kind of figured that was the case, but I just thought it'd be funny to call Tubbo and do a whole bit about it. It was content for me. You do not need to feel bad. Please, do not stress. Anyway.
As minutes pass, it appears that nothing strange is happening in this footage.
Yeah, you
But
wouldn't
fast
expect
forward
it
to just a few more seconds, and something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering. This incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house.
I got bit by a dog at my job.
That was
and I can't stop
ASMR!
that Jack Manifold grind. I wonder if it'll get wolf superpowers, or
What?
super smell, or something. Peepo giggles
That,
Manifold.
I feel
love
sorry
you.
for you getting bit by a dog. That's not good. I hope you're okay. But also, I don't think you'll get superpowers. Maybe rabies, though, so get that checked. That was definitely ASMR. Like, I almost... Is he, like... I wonder if he's, like, No. I was like, I wonder if he's, like, linked the channel he used. He hasn't, but, like... That was absolutely... Without a shadow.
Often wake up in the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house. But creepy.
Yeah, they went, I might be getting close to you now. I hope you don't mind me invading your personal space. It's just like some ASMR fucking doctor roleplay. Like, it did have the effects, because if you're not listening, it does sound creepy, but like, I was like, I'm going to listen to this and see what it's trying to say. Did I tell you guys, by the way, I like actually freaked out the other night because I was so sleep deprived and I got actually convinced that I became schizophrenic. Yeah, I told you, like, I'm like scared of becoming schizophrenic. I learned that schizophrenia is something you develop between the age of 25 to 30. So I've been irrationally scared that I could just become schizophrenic at some point. And I had this exact, I was so sleep deprived. I started like half falling asleep and I was in bed with Ellie. But every time I started falling asleep and I would hear her start like crying or like screaming for help right next to me. And I was like, and then I'd wake up and she wouldn't be. I was like, oh my God, I'm going insane. Like, I'm like actually going insane. Like, it was like so disturbing because like every time I'd be like, I don't want to like go to sleep now because like, what if it's real, you know? But like, it was so bad. Like, it was like for like 30 minutes. Eventually, I learned that it was just like, it was just my imagination. And I eventually managed to keep myself sleeping through it. But like, I literally fell asleep and I was like having to ignore the fact that I could hear her screaming for help. It was awful. So this really weird, bizarre thing. But like, nothing's happened since. Go to the doctor. I think I was just half asleep. I think I was just having a nightmare. I was sleep deprived and a bit stressed. But I think it was just like half of like a nightmare. Like I was just kind of having a bit of a nightmare. But like it freaked me out. Like, I was like, whoa, you know. Mads Dogs. Thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. But yeah, really worried me for a minute. But then I was like, oh, and then I like slept and I was fine. And nothing's happened since.
I'd love to tell. It'd have to be in more parts though, BC. It's long lol.
Okay.
For the restaurant, a young woman in the 70s was dating a waiter there and tried to drop off her son, but he said no. She died down the road in a car crash.
Oh, that's the story attached to the place. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I love paranormal stories. If you ever have one, please feel free to put it in chat or donate it. I love them. Oh. What? But yeah, anyway, I am fine, by the way. Don't worry, guys. I think you can get it younger, but okay. Well, you can get schizophrenia younger. I'm just... usually it's between 25 to 30. And I learned that fact, and I got quite afraid, because I'm like... Well, I don't know how it's possible that I can have, like, a completely, like neurotypical brain for, like, 25 years, and then it can just go, okay, you see things now that aren't real. Well, I know schizophrenia is not just that, but that's one of the things that can happen. That's the one that bothers me. And I'm like, why? Just don't do that, you know? It runs in families. Yeah, I know. That's what chat always says, but I just have this bad feeling about it. I get bad feelings about things sometimes, and I have this, like, bad feeling that it's going to happen. I don't know why. I just have this bad feeling. So I'm just hoping that, like, it doesn't, because that would be a scary thing. Anyway, 3 minutes to top of the hour. We better carry on watching. Anyway, that was my story about the other night. I don't know why I brought that up. Just kind of remind something in the video.
Least of all is when the couple would see household items move on
Oh,
forward
that
to
was it.
just a few more seconds,
There's something they
and
said.
something happens that scares the living daylights out of the couple. Prior to this incident, George and his wife had been experiencing strange occurrences inside their house. Before having to document any of these occurrences, they would
She
often
now
wake up and
haunts the restaurant looking for her son. The owner brought in a physic and everything. The restaurant just got tinted windows. BCPPL kept seeing her gesturing them in.
Really? Oh my god. I mean, that's probably good for business though, right? It's like a lady's like, you basically got a free employee that goes, come on in. That's sick. That's crazy though. God. It's cool.
In the dead of night and hear faint whispering coming from somewhere inside the house.
Oh, that's why I mentioned the hearing noises, because I'd heard, yes. Makes sense now.
But creepiest of all is when the couple would see household items move on their own.
That's
over
bizarre.
time.
How would you not, like at that point, if you're seeing objects move by themselves? This is the thing. So after I did my ghost hunt, I was worried that like a spirit or like a demon had attached itself to me. I was like really paranoid about it because I didn't have any holy water. I only managed to cleanse myself, like, but I didn't have any holy water. And I was like, holy water is really good, like for like surefire protection against like anything demonic, and we didn't, you know, do that. And I'm like, it should be fine. We didn't fuck with anything demonic, but like you never know. And I was like really worried. I did use sage. We used sage, but we didn't like, you know, you can make your own. It's got to be blessed, doesn't it? I can't bless it. I'm not, you know. I tried ordering some, but it didn't show up. But anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, I'm like worried. I'm like worried about it, right? But like not too much. And then I'm like in the bathroom, right? And I'd used a roll of toilet paper, and I just kind of like earlier, and I just kind of left the empty roll of toilet paper on the ground. I'm like in the shower, right? The toilet paper roll, I shit you not, rolls. It's near the toilet door. It rolls from the door all the way towards the shower, like a pace that isn't like slightly, like rolls quickly, really quickly like that. I was like, ew, whoa. You know what I mean? I was like, that ain't right. But then I had the AC on, so I think it was just a draft. Like it's light enough that a draft could do that. So I was like, oh, okay. Like I'm gonna accept that that's probably just like, you know. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I've had it now on good volition that I didn't get latched onto by a demon. I had it on good. I had it on good volition that I'm absolutely fine. So I'm all right.
The activity has become so intense that the couple has asked for help from those who specialize in the paranormal. It was recommended that they set up cameras around their home to capture evidence of the so-called paranormal activity. Okay. So the couple act accordingly. Weirdly enough, they were also
why does he always talk to the camera though?
Told to get rid of
He's not a YouTuber, you don't have to do that.
A certain item inside their house.
Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it? Like, oh, our house is like seemingly haunted. That's so weird. Why on earth would our house be haunted? And then they've got a fucking chair with a pentagram with like 666 on it. And they're like, maybe you should get rid of your like demon chair. Maybe that's why, you know, instead of getting CCTV cameras, maybe fuck off your demon chair. Did they get rid of the demon chair? And what the fuck scared them when they were sat on the sofa? Let's figure this out. They had the wrong thing. Sorry. There we are.
Get rid of a certain item inside their house. George and his wife own an old rocking chair, and apparently, this chair is the source behind all the activity.
Apparently? You reckon so? Really? Nah, I never knew that.
But in the meantime, leave that by selling it. Inside their
8
house,
months with the Manifold.
George and his wife own
You
an old
introduced me to my favorite YouTube media of all time, the Mandela Catalog.
Yo, I'm glad.
Jack,
I'm really
face.
glad. Tell Alex kissed her. Then he'll let me react to things more. Mauro is BBG. Thank you very much for the tier 1.
rocking chair, and apparently, this chair is the source behind all the activity. So the couple does exactly that by selling it. And surprisingly, a buyer has taken an interest in purchasing the chair. The couple holds on to the chair until the buyer comes over to pick it up sometime next week.
Why does he talk to the camera all the time? Like, does bro think he's live streaming? Like, I'm confused.
But in the meantime, something very strange is captured on their cameras. No one is home when this is captured.
Jack, I always watch your VODs, so I am very happy to make it to a stream. I will definitely be rewatching this VOD later.
Yo, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Appreciate the 4 months, dude. Thank you for being here. I'm in two minds with something like this, right? Because obviously, like, if something that's going to be haunted in this house is the Satanist rocking chair, and that does make sense why it would be rocking by itself if it is haunted. But one could be anything, right? Rocking chairs are designed to rock. If something slightly knocked it, you know, a little bit of like earthquakes and shit. There's like minor little tremors. could cause that to happen. Also, the fact that the guy keeps talking to the camera all the time and stuff like that makes it feel to me like he absolutely intends on uploading this footage. If someone intends on uploading everything, it makes me more inclined to believe they're faking it because, like, content, right? Like, they're in that content creator mindset. If you were going to fake a video where you wanted to fake that there's a ghost in your house, you would make the Satanist rocking chair rock by itself. Well, that is just the natural conclusion, right? You know what I mean? That's absolutely the natural. Like, you just would do that. Of course you would. You know? It's like, I don't know. Ooh. I mean, it's odd, but it moved in a way that if you'd attached fishing line from this leg here and pulled it from around that corner, that's exactly how it would move. Like, that is exactly the direction it would move in. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily saying it's fake.
The dog has its vaccination,
Just a
so I
point.
don't think it'll get rabies.
Okay,
It'll
good.
just have a really cool scar on my knee, lol.
Ooh, on
Wish
the knee
me
as well.
luck.
Bless
I
you.
go back to work tomorrow, and I am low-key nervous that he will try it
Just
again.
don't show him you're scared.
Appreciate the
Like, if you
stream
show him
king
that you're
less than
nervous,
3.
then he might do. Like, dogs do pick up on that. Like, if they've bit you once and you show back up nervous, they'll do it again. Because they know that it worked. What happened that time? Admittedly, don't know how you would do that. Unless someone is crouched behind the sofa. Oh. I mean, it's quite a job to fake all this, to be fair. Like, you need some hydraulics or something, because there's no way, there's absolutely no way they could have pushed, no one's there to have pushed that. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting that it locks on towards the end there, but also it's a rocking chair, like it is moving, and it is supposed to lock onto movement, so... Isn't it a bit much though? Like, what's the chances? That's what that's what I'm saying, right? Like, I always feel that with this sort of thing. Earthquake, no, because if it was an earthquake, it'd all go at once, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go like item by item. It's too much happening. I agree. I always believe things like this are too good to be true, but I don't know how you would fake it. You know what I mean? Like, string pulling that, absolutely. Rocking chair, same thing. String around that corner, give it a little bit of a tug, maybe. Like, there's a way of doing that, I believe. That pillow, someone crouching behind there. This one falling like that, maybe another fishing wire, but like, it's just, now it's getting to be quite the complex operation, you know? Like, at this point, it's getting to be quite a complex job. They could all be strings. I think the only one that couldn't be is that, because I don't know where you would be hiding. Unless someone's like off camera down here. I don't know. It definitely could be faked, and I agree. Like, that's a lot going off at once. Also, if you've got like a demon chair, you know. I'm not absolutely writing this one off, but you know. Tom Simon's vid was fire. Yo, thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoyed that video a lot. Absolutely. It was, shit was revealed, you know? Shit was revealed. They cut a lot out for me, which I appreciate. Nothing cancelable, just personal. One of the questions Jack asked really went down a bit of a rabbit hole, but the rabbit hole was then cut. But, you know, you kind of... You know. You should join Sorry. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, convince Tommy in it, all right? That's what I'm saying.
Eerily, the chair begins to rock back and forth before somehow other objects inside the house move on their own. Although terrified by what was captured, the couple is glad they had caught this. They can now show this video to those who've doubted their claims. However, this wouldn't be the only footage they'd be showing, because as of recent, more activity has been caught on camera. Not long after this video, the following incident was captured. Take a look.
Okay. Jay, you ever played Resident Evil? I have played a bit of Resident Evil 4. Oh, and Resident Evil 7. Sorry, Resident Evil 7 is just such a different game to like the early Resident Evil stuff that I kind of forget they're the same franchise. You'd be so good in the Sorry Boys. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying. I mean, I know. I'd be the best one. Everyone would stand Jack. Everyone would stand Jack from Sorry. But hey, look. You know, at the end of the day, you know, what can you do? What can you do? You know? One day, chat. It'll happen. It'll happen. Just you wait. Just you wait. One day the Sorry Boys will be like, oh, we just don't know what to do. And they'll be like, Charlie's too good. I will kill Charlie. And then I'll be... No, I'm joking. Charlie will always be the best. But then I will be close. I'll be his protege. Ask him to join. I'm not... Guys, I'm not actually that much of a beg. Alright, don't get me wrong. It's one of those where it's like, if Tom went, do you want to join? I go, absolutely. That looks like a lot of fun. But also, like... I'm not going to ask to be part of someone's project. I want to be... If someone wants me in their project, they'll invite me, you know? Like, Tom knows that I've told Tom, like, if you invite me, I'd do it. Absolutely, of course. Like, we spoke... He knows. Then if he wants to invite me, he can. This is how this world works. I don't want to weasel my way into anyone's project. I always just want to be... If someone invites me to their project and I think it's cool, I'll say yes. Guys, warn Charlie. Do not warn Charlie because I won't be killing him. That was a joke. It was jest. It was it was simply jest. Camera moves. Sorry, you've distracted me from the video. Let's. Come on, we've been talking for too long now. All right. It moves to the chair directly as well. They fall a little bit weird. I was about to say, like, that could just be gravity, but they, like, if they were falling through gravity, they'd kind of slip. They'd kind of go, like, the bottom would come out first and they'd slip down. Falling from the top left corner is a bit weird. Like, being pushed out from there is a bit odd. It's a strange way for them to fall. Charlie dies, you're going to be suspicious? Well, I know that now, yes! I meant in a video game anyway. You know, in Minecraft. Like I did on the 30-day S&P, remember?
Now, moments before an object falls down.
I don't think that's as profound, right? Like you know what I mean? That isn't as crazy as when the house, when it was empty, the table and all the, like, everything moved. This is much tamer. Like, I get it. The camera moves as if something's there and then the object falls, as if it's like captured a ghost going over and doing it. I kind of get that is a bit weird. And it's definitely more believable. But, like, let's not brush past the last thing, which is definitely weirder.
The camera pans over to the shelf, as though sensing movement in that area. What's weird about this, though, is that it sensed it before the DVD case had fallen on its own.
That is strange. Like, that
now,
is weird.
one could say that the camera picked up movement from the TV. But if that were so, then the camera would have already moved earlier, given that there were things moving on the screen way before the camera had moved.
Yeah, I don't think it detects motion like that. I don't believe. I think it detects motion through infrared. Like, I don't think it detects motion through, like, image change.
It seems like this was a random occurrence, unless...
You know, I think. I don't really know, though. Because that is a good theory. I wasn't even thinking about that. Depends how
it was sensing something.
Depends how the motion sensing works, exactly. Actually, I don't think it does, because it has the green outline circle, which is usually used with image recognition software. So actually, maybe it was the TV changing. Never mind. You actually, you know, I thought it was weird, and then you said the TV changing, and I'm like, actually, no, it could be, because like, it shouldn't pick up on that, but it occasionally bug out and will. So you know, they're watching Daz games. I don't think so.
Something else. The couple continued to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening.
Thank you for the quid.
Ghost just has stage fright. Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. Also, memory. Thank you for the prime. Also, Monty Mango. Thank you for your prime.
Ultimately, their goal is to stop the activity. But until then, it seems...
Wouldn't it focus on the fan? I think it's because it's like continuous motion. It's like, oh, this is the normal thing.
To share more footage of this unusual situation.
So that's why it doesn't pick up on the rocking chair a lot, because it's like repetitive motion. That one's weird, but it's a little bit like So much happens. I'm like, fucking hell, that seems a lot going off in one video. But it does seem kind of hard to fake. Like, it takes a lot of fucking fishing wire and a lot of coordination and stuff. Like, I don't know. Just, you know, it's a lot of effort.
In the following video.
But him talking to the camera all the time strikes me as like one of those content creator types that will put in the effort. So I'm like, I'm 50-50.
A man is alone at home when he realizes that the lights in his basement won't turn on. Feeling
All right. That's not... Guys, so let me... Fella, you're going to act so that your world's going to be rocked when you discover light bulbs breaking. Your world is going to be fucking shattered when you hear about the fact that filament bulbs have a lifespan. You are not going to believe what you learn.
a bit scared, he walks down into the cellar with caution. According to him, it's not the darkness that scares him, but the basement itself.
Kind of corny ass line is, it's not the dark that scares me. It's the basement itself. It's like a fucking, that's on par with the Insidious. It's not the house that's haunted. It's you. Fucking get a grip, mate. It's not the dark that scares me. It's the basement itself. Then you wouldn't give a shit about going down there in the light, mate. You're a liar. You're scared of the dark. Admit it. God almighty. What a corny line. Should voice act a horror movie. I'd love to. I actually want to voice act. I need to, like, I'm gonna speak to, I've now got manager Paul. You know, all these years I've not had management. I just kind of like floated around and did my own thing. And now when I want to do things, I just message manager Paul and go, Manager Paul, can I do this? And he says yes or no. So maybe we'll message manager Paul and go, Manager Paul, can I voice act? We'll see what happens. I'm quite busy at the minute. I'm actually like really busy at the minute, so I don't really have time. But when I've got more time again, I might give it a go.
From time to time, noises such as footsteps or the sound of someone walking back and forth can be heard coming from inside. This often happens when no one else is at home. Now, the man had this experience previously, but it was at his job. He works as a grave digger, and oftentimes...
I'm willing to believe this guy's house might be haunted. If you're going to have any souls latch onto you and follow you home, it's going to happen if you're a fucking grave digger. Oh my god, you're a grave digger. You dig graves! Also, you do it with a fucking digger. I thought people still did it with, like, by hand. I think my dad briefly worked as a grave digger, I believe. Swear, let me ask him real quick if he's still. I think it's the weekend. He should still be awake. Did you work as a grave digger briefly? I seem to remember that for some reason. See if he gets back to me. I want to say that he did. In my head, my dad briefly worked as a grave digger. But when he was young, like years and years and years ago, he worked at like where he works now for like 40 years.
I'm studying to make movies. I promise I'll consider you in the future, lol.
Yo, if you ever make a movie, like, you know, you get some budget and shit, you get like a cool movie going, shout me. I'd love to be in a movie. I love movies so much. Apart from if you got to color grade it, fuck. If you do that weird green Matrix, fucking Twilight green color grading, fuck off though. I won't be in your movie then. I'm not going to be in the movie if I look like Shrek in the after product, all right? That's my rule. It's my one rule. I've never been in a green-ass fucking movie, all right? I'll be in movies, just not green ones, where I look like Shrek in the Emperor. I'm never doing that. That's shit, mate.
After placing a coffin inside a freshly dug grave, he would feel as though someone else was there with him.
Yeah, probably the person he was putting in the ground, mate. I would imagine. Memoth, thank you for the prime. I don't know if my dad put people in the graves, though. Yes, as a 15-year-old? Bro, you know, UK in the 70s. Wait, no, 15, it was the early 80s. The late 70s, my dad was 15. UK in the fucking 70s was mad, bro. What are you telling me 15-year-olds digging graves? How are you sending 15-year-old boy to dig graves? Poor lad. Bless it. I wouldn't sleep at night if I was 15 digging graves. My dad was 15, right? In fucking Mansfield. Where are you from, Jack? I'm from fucking Mansfield, mate. And my dad was 15 in Mansfield, going out into the field with fucking shovel and fucking... He had nothing but shovel and fucking clothes on his back. And he made his money digging graves at 15. Fucking hell. Get a paper round, lad. You know, you didn't need to be digging graves, boy. You get a paper round or something. God almighty. We're going to ask you now, what were they paying you? Surely paper round was nicer.
"16 months of giving you money. How's your day going, Jack?"
Giving? Why have you put giving? Oh, because Prime. I understand. Never mind. My day's going very well, thank you. Jack, drink water? All right, I will then, I guess. Oh, no, I thought it was my dad messaging back. All right, okay, we're moistened. The throat is moistened, thank you.
Although unable to explain this unusual sensation, it would be the following incident that leaves him extremely baffled. The man checks the basement to see why the lights aren't turning on, but he checks carefully because, as he states, he just heard the sound of footsteps walking about as though someone is down there.
Oh,
Be
I
sure
didn't
to
know
pay
that.
close attention, as what was captured wasn't noticed until looking closely. This is what was caught.
At the moment,
Is he walking on another balloon? That was like a balloon noise.
in the basement, and I swear, I keep hearing someone.
Bro, put some socks on before you go down, at least. Not gonna go fucking deal with ghosts barefoot. Come on, they're gonna tickle your dogs.
Walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy.
Fucking hell.
Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange.
Did you guys see that? There was like a clear as day silhouette in that other room.
I'm not sure
Why is there a stool? Alright, let's not question the stool.
what that noise was, but
This bit here, there was a clear as day silhouette when he
I'm alone
first
right
passed
now,
in.
so we'll see, I guess. Look out back.
BizarreBub will rewind it, don't worry. They always do.
No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening.
It's a weird basement. You got like a whole kitchen down there, my guy.
Now it happens real fast, but in case you missed it, if you look closely as the man pans the camera to the bathroom, you can see what appears to be a street.
Hold on. See what I mean? The only problem is, that looks like the outline of a t-shirt and then like some hair. And I don't want to accuse this guy of faking. But we've had a lot of ones that are believable today, so I've got to put my like highly skeptical cap on. That could easily be a friend.
Appears to be a strange shadow-like figure standing.
Yeah, like that looks like modern day like clothes. You know what I mean?
Completely still inside a bathtub. It doesn't appear to be moving at all, as if who.
And he spends a lot of time in the other room. They easily could have went and hid in a corner or left and went they could have. I'm not sold on this. Like that could
Or whatever this was.
That's not like, that's a dark enough room where someone could just be stood there and they would look like that on camera. You know what I mean? Like guy's a gravedigger. If he wants to make an interesting TikTok, then like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to accuse him of faking necessarily, but it would be easy to fake.
Had been entirely stiff. Even creepier is that when the man returns
Yeah, to be fair, his whole like, he was standing perfectly still. I'm like, okay, people can do it. Like, that's not too He panned to it for like 3 frames. I reckon someone being still over the course of 3 frames isn't unreasonable.
to the bathroom.
Could be a mirror. No, like that guy. No, I don't think it's a mirror.
The figure is no longer there.
Also, yeah, because the figure's not.
In its strange appearance and sudden disappearance, the man thinks that something supernatural
Those do look like some trainers on the side there.
Actual
Though.
was
Like, is it like a child?
captured. But as always, I'll leave it to you to come up with your own conclusions. Could it be that someone had broken in and quickly hid away from the man? Or
I think more like someone is in his house that he knows of and hid away from the man, to be honest.
might this be something completely different?
It does look like some little trainers though. So like, is it a kid? Well, that's kind of weird. Unless he has a kid, and then it makes perfect sense. It casts shadows. Well, this is exactly it. Yeah, it casts shadows and stuff, which isn't very ghostly. Like, you can literally see a shadow. You know what I mean? Like, it's... I don't know. Like, if it's a ghost, you usually just see a figure. You wouldn't see a shadow. It's almost like as if the ghost is a shadow. My dad got back. Wow. All right, baller. My dad just explained to me why he was doing the grave digging. But I've just realized, I've just read it and realized he was 15. So the reason is just underage drinking, because he said he was, I'm not going to give you all the details because I don't want to like give you too much about my dad's life, but he was essentially saying that he was working for the council at the time, between his O levels, but that is like the equivalent of GCSEs nowadays. He's just old and no offense, Dad, but you know, GCSEs weren't a thing when my dad was in school. But between his O levels and sixth form, he worked for the council for a bit, and they were paying him tax free because it was council work or something like that. I don't know. He said tax free. I don't know why it's tax free. I don't know whether it's because it's for the council because he's young or whatever, but it was tax free. He was getting £50 a week, right? Which he says that was a lot of money then, right? And this is how he explains it to me. It was probably about 30p a pint. Basically, my dad went, I could buy a lot of beer with that. Oh, Christ. Fucking hell. Yeah, I was digging graves at 15, but I was getting like fucking 70 pint. Wait, wait. That is, how many pints is that? That's like 120 pint a week. Surely he wasn't spending it all on beer, because that's a lot of beer. What's that over? That's nearly like fucking 20 pint a night. That's nearly 20. That's like 18 pints a night. I don't think he was drinking it all away in pints, I'm going to assume. But I do like his way. Because like nowadays, like, I don't know what it is in Mansfield, but like in Brighton, it's like £6 a pint. So that's inflation for you. That's gone up fucking, what? It's like 20 times the fucking price? You're talking 20... Oh! Now I'm pissed off. Now I'm angry, actually, because why is it £6 a pint? Why do I need, like... What? Why is it more than a Prime? You know what? I think... this is how I think you should do it. I think the price of a Twitch Prime sub should always be the same price as a pint. I think every time I get sub to, I should be able to buy a pint of beer.
Grave digging. That's kind of cool, but my mum almost ran over Madonna with her bicycle once, and my cousin almost killed the Queen. So that's some, not all, of my family trivia.
Right, your mum almost running over Madonna is mad, but I can believe it, because like Madonna is just like a person who kind of like, as much as she's famous, she just like bop about in society like the rest of us. The Queen? How do your cousin get close to the Queen? That, however, I you know. Either way, going back to what I was saying, I think they should lower the price of a pint so that every sub I get, I can get a beer. Also, we're really near the sub goal, all right? Imagine I could get 1,500 fucking beers a fucking month, right? Let me just do some maths here. My dad was getting £50 a week. That's £200 a week. 200 divided by 0.3 is 666. If it was that, I would be able to get more pints than my dad at 15. Which means I'm thriving. Now, guess what? Let me do some basic maths. I got 1499 subs. Multiply that by how much I get per sub, which I'm not going to reveal to you. Then divide that by 6. All right, I get slightly more pints than my dad a month. At the current, never mind. I'm still doing okay. Guys, I'm actually doing all right. Thank you for subbing. Yeah, I've realized you've got me in a... You guys have subbed me to a point. Thank you for the sub goal, by the way. Yes! We're going to get a pint to celebrate. Yes! Pint of Guinness. Yes! But you guys have subscribed to me so much now that I'm actually earning more money in terms of the amount of beers I can buy than my 15-year-old father. Buy nearly 200 beers. So, you know, that's crazy. That's crazy. By nearly 200 beers, I can get more than my dad. I think I've given away enough information there where someone could extrapolate
Jack,
how much I earn.
I hope you're doing good. I just wanted to say your streams always make my day,
Pretty
and
sure
I
you could
appreciate
anyway.
you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I'm also from Mansfield.
Oh, bless your soul. I'm so sorry. I hope you escape one day as well. Anyway, thank you for the sub. Also, Celeste, thank you for another 5 gifted, you legend. Far behind, thank you for the prime. Let's carry on. Sorry, I just wanted to, you know. Oh, yeah. This one, aren't we?
If you caught something creepy on camera,
Got
or if
ghosts?
there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check
I did, BizarreBub, and you've ignored me.
out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scary.
My dad dated Mariah Carey's sister, Alison Carey. God, I bet he wished he stayed with her, didn't he? Fucking hell. Think about the money in that family. You didn't look out at all. Now you've got your poor mum. That's terrible. That's terrible. I'm really quite sorry, actually. Oh, no, that's actually unfair. I'm sure your mum's lovely. I'm sure your actual mum's lovely. She doesn't have the money that the Careys have, but like, I'm sure she is lovely. She might not be poor. That was really rude. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, that's a shame. Now you've got your poor mum. Oh. Now your mum cheated on your dad. Wait, is that the same person? Wait, hold on. Wait, let me go back. Someone just... Is that the same fucker who said that? Wait. Hold on. It is. It's the same fucker. Bro, oh, I bet you really wish he dated fucking Mariah Carey's sister. Jesus Christ. She doesn't have her money and she cheats. Your mum sounds shit, mate. Fucking hell. God almighty. My mum's great, and even I wish she was related to Mariah Carey, you know? And my mum's sick. Bless you. Bless your soul.
videos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
So last thing, you've maybe another 5 gifted? I can't tell. That's another
This
one.
next video was taken inside an old restaurant that is
Almost sex number, by the way.
currently being renovated.
Sorry.
The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was.
There was a ghost, guys. Wait. There was a ghost, guys. There was like the last one where there was a ghost in the construction. That definitely isn't a reflection or anything like the last video. That's a ghost right there. That's a shadow figure. That was literally one from the last video, by the way. One more sub to the sex number. Thank you so much, Nathan. Thank you. But yeah, no, literally, like, fucking in the last video, there was like a video like this where a guy goes in a room and like you see a shadow figure, but like I'm almost certain, chat was almost certain it was his own reflection. It's literally like this video. That just proves it more that the last compilation we watched had so much fake shit. It really wasn't very good. This one's been crazy. This one's basically all been legit, as far as I can tell, which is wild.
The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy, this place isn't safe to be in.
Celeste,
It's
thank you
not
for the
just the
tier 1.
construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else. For just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here. Just the construction.
I kind of zoned out
Let's
about
get back.
Let me rewatch. BizarreBub was saying things and I kind of zoned out.
Explanation for the queen thing.
Yes.
My cousin was a palace guard and was fixing a chandelier and almost accidentally dropped it on the queen.
Oh, I think this
I have
rings
a
a
lot
bell.
more weird family stories. Relatives,
That does ring a
but
bell.
I'm
As if
worried
you,
that they're too
your
specific,
username looks
so I'm
familiar,
not
as if you've been in the
sharing
stream
those.
for a while. I'm worried they're too. That's all right. That's crazy. Fucking hell.
Back to the video.
Alice, thank you for the tier 1. No! The sex number! I fucking missed it. I got distracted by the dono. Celeste, thank you for getting us the sex number. I'm so sorry. It's the second stream in a row. I fucking missed it. God, I feel like a fucking idiot. God, I feel so stupid. I appreciate you, Celeste. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, that played the video.
This
Okay,
next
wow.
video was taken inside an old restaurant that is currently being renovated. The person recording this doesn't say where exactly this footage was taken, and for good reason. Aside from privacy.
EA Barlow, thank you for the 100 bits.
When I was younger,
Yes.
maybe like 5, I would visit my grandparents.
As most
When
do.
I was there, my mom would leave the room by myself and would come back a while later hearing me speaking to someone. When she asked, I would tell her that it was Chris. The creepy thing is that Chris was my uncle that passed away
a year or so before I was born. Even
not AGAINNN.
sorry, yes, not again. But sorry, the donor continued. The creepy thing is that Chris was my uncle that passed away a year or so before I was born. And even creepier, I would say that when she walked in, he would walk out through the walls. You hear stories about this a lot. Don't put Chris Griffin to their dead uncle. I fucking look over at chat and the chat is currently frozen. No one is typing, right? And the only message is someone put Chris Griffin with 4 shocked emojis. To their dead Uncle Chris. And you put Chris Griffin Family Guy. Mods, tickle that guy's feet. That's unreal. That ain't right. That isn't right. That is not on. The whole chat was flabbergasted by what you said. I've never seen my chat stand still for that long in years. Since I was a fucking 10 viewer Andy, I've not seen the chat stand that still. You blew the whole chat away, bro. No one could believe what you said. They said their dead Uncle Chris visited them as a ghost as a child. Something I truly do believe happens. A touching story. And you put Chris Griffin with 4 shocked emojis.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Family Guy! 4 fucking shocked emojis. You're sick, bro. You're sick. You know that? You're sick. I hope you don't sleep tonight. I hope you feel bad. Christ.
See, this place isn't safe to be in. It's not just the construction that makes it unsafe, but rather something else. For just an idea of why that is, the owners of the restaurant are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened here.
Okay.
Now, the person recording this is someone who I featured in a previous video. They too have been experiencing strange happenings and believe that it won't
I recognize this. I think I determined that I thought it was fake.
stop unless they move out from home.
Also, what's the odds that someone... I was about to say, what's the odds someone works in a haunted restaurant and also has a haunted house? But I guess if a spirit latches onto you from your work and follows you home, then... kind of works. But I seem to remember thinking that this was fake, so I think it's just someone looking to fake more.
Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon,
Can't remember what it was, but I remember thinking, with this one.
they were invited to see this restaurant before it's completely demolished. Although it
Wait, what?
and are deeply afraid of the strange things that have happened.
Oh, they don't work there, sorry. They got called in.
Now, the person recording this is someone who I featured in a previous video.
Oh, no, this is that fucker where, like... No, I think I remember this one. This is the one where the door keeps coming open, and there's like a shadow figure that crawls up, and then every time he goes over, he shuts the door. But then the guy, BizarreBub, let slip that the guy works in fucking special effects. Right? So it's like, well, obviously he's editing it, because like every time he goes up, this little shadow figure starts crawling up, and then the door shut, and then he shuts the door again, and it like disappears. This is the same guy, right? If I remember. I'm trying to remember, because we've watched so many of these, but that seems to like feel correct, you know?
They too have been
When are we going to watch Sam and Colby
strange
again? I think I might do a really long stream watching their Conjuring video when it drops. I think I'll just do like a really long stream where we just blast through it. That could be cool.
Jack, my username is familiar because I used to be really active in chat when you had like 14 viewers and then I took a break and now I'm back.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. That's cool that you're back, by the way. I've noticed that a lot. Me and Tubbo were on about this. We noticed that like kind of like 2022, we got a little bit of like content creation burnout because we went crazy over COVID and like we all blew up and we weren't expecting it and it was kind of overwhelming, and I moved to Brighton and all this stuff happened in my life and I kind of got burnt out and didn't really, I mean, I uploaded 4 YouTube videos in 2022, right? Like I streamed less and stuff. Like I was just, you know, I had like a lot of burnout. And so did Tubbo and like so did other people. But we were also saying like a lot of people seem to have got viewer burnout where like this year we've noticed more and more donations and chats from usernames we recognized from when we were tiny, of like people coming back and being like, hey, like I haven't watched in years, but I'm back now. And like all these like OGs coming back, which we found really interesting. It's cool that you guys have kind of, as I've started getting really like, I'm so in my, like I'm working so hard at the minute. I'm filming all the time. I'm like streaming all the time. Like I'm really back on my flow, on my grind at the minute. Like I've got my motivation back from that burnout, and it's really cool that a lot of the viewers are coming back from their viewer burnout as well. Like that's such a sick, like it's cool. It's very, very, it's cool that like the real ones, they align with us, you know? It's a very, very cool thing. But anyway, this guy, pretty sure that he's the special effects man who fakes things.
Happenings and believe that it won't stop unless they move out from home. Given their experience with this unusual phenomenon, They were invited to see this restaurant before it's completely...
Okay, so the restaurant thinks it's haunted, so they invite this guy because he has experience with haunted stuff. Like, basically, they invited the special effects guy to make this place look haunted.
Demolished. Although expecting to see something unusual, nothing happens. That is, until much later when they head over to the back of the restaurant. What happens then is terrifying to say the least. This is what they caught.
It's like a little face there, I think. Unless that wasn't the thing they were capturing.
Oh, it's cold right here. Yeah, don't we?
Oh! No, okay, I'm not going to do the reflection bit again.
I'm not going up there. Definitely not going back. Don't we?
Fuck.
Hello? I'm not going up there.
The fuck is that? Like a weird, like, warbled voice. Which, again, is just added in post. This is if I'm right, this guy is a special effects guy. If I'm remembering this guy correctly. So that's definitely just something he's edited in. But, like, how has he not acknowledged it?
Definitely not going back there. Oh, wow. It is really cold right here. What was that?
My poor uncle. He's probably rolling in his grave tears of joy. Big up, Chris Griffin.
At least they took it well, huh? They put a laughing, crying emoji, right? At least they took it well. But you could have been a dick, dude. Thank you for the tier 2. Appreciate it.
18 months.
18 months,
Since
thank you.
you have a Batman poster in your setup, I gotta know. Who's your favorite Robin?
I'm not, like,
Mod check.
majorly into Batman. Like, I'm more into, like, the different villains. I find them interesting. So I don't really pay attention. Probably Dick Grayson, just because, like... Nah. Nah, probably Jason Todd. The Red Hood arc is pretty cool. Like, he's all undead and, you know, he fucking shoots people. Jason Todd. Not as Robin, but, like, because of what he becomes. I'd say Jason Todd. But, like, yeah. Dick's okay. Dick Grayson's fine. What Grayson? Oh, very funny, guys. Yeah, his name's Dick. Dick Grayson's the Teen Titans one, though. Dick Grayson is like fucking... He's fucking Dick Grayson in Teen Titans Go. Because there's a bit where he goes, say hello to Dick. And he like... Dick Grayson's cool. But I think Jason Todd takes the cake. Dick's okay. Dick takes second. I forget I forget the third one's fucking name, even. What's the third Robin's name, actually? Actually, it's Richard. Tim Drake. That's it. Who gives a fuck about Tim Drake? Oh, then there's Damian Wayne. Yeah, this is what I mean. There's 4. Yeah, fuck. There's fucking Damian Wayne as well. I don't give a shit about the last 2. Like, there's the Jason Todd arc, which is tragic, and I find that really interesting. Because it kind of, like, shows the immorality of, like, getting a child involved in this fucking brutal world. And that's what Jason Todd's character goes on to represent. And then Dick Grayson is just kind of the follow-up Robin who's kind of badass. And then from there, I don't really remember, like, you know, he becomes, like, the next Nightwing and shit. I don't really remember, like, anything unique about the other 2 Robins, apart from Damian Wayne being, like, you know, actually Bruce's kid, if I recall. Yeah, I don't really... Yeah, my uncle's name's Dick. Dick. Fuck me. Hello.
Wow, Jack, I give you the funny number and you
I
missed it.
feel
KK,
bad,
all
okay?
good, but thank you for keeping me entertained while I'm sewing my point shoes for Dance Smile.
Oh, no worries. Hope the sewing goes well. But yeah, I don't really remember the rest. Dick was the first Robin. Oh, am I stupid? It was Dick first, and then it was Jason. Oh, yeah, I am. Dick was first. Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, it's Dick and then Jason. Yeah, I'm stupid. All the way around. Dick's first. How does that work then? Because I swear, didn't Jason become Nightwing for a little bit? No, he doesn't, does he? Jason never becomes Nightwing. Yeah, sorry, no, Dick goes on to become Nightwing when he gets older. And then Jason becomes Robin while Dick is Nightwing. And then Jason gets killed and resurrected as the Red Hood. Jason impersonated Nightwing to smear his name. That was it. Yeah, sorry. I get very confused. This is what I mean. I'm not too into Batman. I know a little bit. Either way, you got me. I'm watching Ghost shit, all right? We paused the video middle of Ghost shit because you got me talking about my fucking Batman poster that I might replace soon with a painting I did and put the Batman poster in my room. But look, stop spoiling it for me. Bro, you got to read comics all the way back to the fucking, like, 70s to like... You got comments back to the fucking 60s to catch up with this story, bro. I'm sorry I'm spoiling it, but like, I don't think you were going to do that. The comics are like before World War II. Exactly. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's even older than I'm saying. Like, bro, you got a lot of reading to do to catch up with the story. I think me spoiling you is the least of your worries.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
it is really cold.
Let's keep watching this. Show us the painting. I did it on stream. It was my Bob Ross painting I did like a year ago. It's in the other room.
What was that?
You paint? No. Yeah, this is... Fuck off, it went, oh, in a really creepy voice, and it moved. This is the special effects guy, because this is the same sort of shadow figure he did coming up his stairs. They're not bad fakes. Like, I rate this guy. He's clearly some sort of content creator who makes interesting content. But it is obviously, without a shadow of a doubt, edited. Like, no one believes this. It's creepy. I rate it, but like, no. Obviously, I don't. This is the only fake one in this video, with absolute certainty. There might be some others that are fake, but this one is absolutely certainly fake.
I don't think it's happy we're here.
All it said was hello. How did you gather that, bro?
Oh, holy. Dude, there's...
Initially, a strange shadow can be seen peeking from a corner. The man, whose name is Win, doesn't notice it until much later, after feeling a sudden drop in temperature.
I rate these sort of like the consistency with the editing, where he's like, oh, at least make sure we edit it.
The room suddenly becomes cold when out of nowhere.
He's a good editor. Like, he's a good special effects guy. It doesn't look like abhorrently fake, apart from the fact that it's the sound effects. Honestly, it's the voice that makes it the most obviously fake. If it wasn't the sound effects, I'd kind of maybe...
Behind you, Freddy Fazbear.
I'd kind of almost like maybe believe it if it didn't have the stupid like, oh. But like, even then, it moves weirdly, and like his reaction's really weird. Like, it's obviously like he's filming it and then he adds it in post, so his reaction isn't real time and stuff. Solid there, but translucent later. Exactly, this is what I mean. Like, it's not perfect. But the sound effects give it away so fucking quickly.
A small figure seen by Win. Upon seeing this,
this is worse than his other special effects one. The one where it was just coming up the stairs. It's like a dark corridor, but you just see a figure kind of moving in it every time the door comes open, and then it goes away just as he closes it. It's a little bit more convincing. He's not a bad special effect. Like, he's a professional special effects guy, though. That's obviously like, you know, like he comes up with these narratives like, oh, I got invited here to go investigate because I have experience with ghosts. Like, really, like, no. You probably called up and went, oh, I want to make a video. Can I make it in your place? Because it's getting knocked down. It looks kind of haunted. And like, I'm a special effects guy. Like, that's obviously what's really happened. Like, I rate it though. Like, I don't want to shit on a guy who's just like using his special effects skills to make interesting content. I just want to make it obvious that it's, you know, I do believe in some paranormal shit, but this is obviously fake, and I want to be clear about that. You know?
Quickly hides away as if frightened by whatever this was. But as if things couldn't get any creepier, the mysterious shadow disappears.
I don't know how you do it.
Feeling extremely unsettled, Win walks out as fast as possible and ends the video there.
Fucking stock image of someone running, but instead of the whole body, he just shows the feet, so you can't really tell they're running. That could be someone tripping over, but you just assume.
If the reason for demolishing the restaurant is to get rid of whatever this was, then maybe it's best to completely relocate from this place. But until further info is given to clarify this incident, it seems that we won't know for sure as to...
I didn't know it would do that. I also scared myself with that.
It's alright, I forget it's on all the time as well. Anything above 10 screams. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Who, or even what, was inside this restaurant.
Well,
thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
That's it.
Also, if you haven't already...
That is it. However... Hold on, I just need to send a quick message. Sorry. We've watched this one. The Thomas the Tank Engine thing was clickbait. He's not in the video. He just uses it as a bit of stock footage for about a second. I went, however, and then shut up. Sorry, I just remembered something. Either way, however, Let's do our rate. I always do my ranking at the end of which one I believe the most and which one I believe the least. Starting with the least, obviously the last one. Super obviously fake. Number 1 is by far the most fake. Obviously faked. Well, like, it's good special effects, but, like, it's not grounded in realism. Like, the creepy voice and stuff, it takes you out. But, like, cool video, you know? I don't want to shut on it. Second is actually also number 2. I think that is just a roommate stood on the bath. It looks too much like a modern day man, like jeans, sneakers, like I said sneakers, what the fuck? Trainers, like a t-shirt, you know, like he's casting a shadow. I'd say that's just a dude. He goes into another room for long enough for him to have moved so that he disappears when he comes back. Like probably fake. Like probably fake. So yeah, not all that convinced by that one. What was number 4? Oh, yeah. After that, I don't think any of them are necessarily fake. I think all of them could be real. I want to watch this one again. The one on the cool VHS camera. I think a viewer said, I think it's his own shadow, and I think you might be right, you know.
The guard doesn't notice the figure until much later after rewatching the footage.
It moves in pace with him.
Naturally, he was...
I think that's his own shadow. So bearing that in mind, as much as it could be something creepy, and it's a creepy video and I don't like it, I think it's just his own shadow. And therefore I put it at third most believable. Not intentionally faked like these two, but just a mistaken bit of footage. Like it's just something explainable, you know? Like someone has filmed something normal and mistaken it for something paranormal. That's what I would say that is. Let's see what's next.
I had waited for one of these streams and was hoping you'd mention Ouija boards. Anyways, I used to play them alone. BC, I didn't believe it. Well, I'm a believer now because my things would move on their own and I'd hear footsteps. Never play with the
Ouija boards are bad vibes. That opens you up to some bad shit, bro. I'd never, like, I do these paranormal investigations, right? Like, I did a video about it the other day. I will talk to things on the spirit box. I will do all sorts of interacting with spirits and stuff. And I've done it, right? Never in my life am I playing with a Ouija board. That shit ain't good. The fact, in one of my ghost hunting videos, the only ghost hunting video that's up on my channel right now, there's a Ouija board in it that we don't really play with, but we kind of use for something. And I didn't know. I thought we were faking it and the Ouija board was a prop, but apparently we were doing a real seance. So we did a seance, but I thought it was fake because it was supposed to be like a faked part of the video. Like, not to fake the viewer, but like to prank the guys I was doing the ghost hunt with. We did like a fake seance. And we were going to like make shit knock and shit. It was going to all be faked just to make the guys freak out. But then the lady told me we were actually entered into a real seance with a Ouija board in the middle, and that freaked me the fuck out. I did not like that at all. But also, I'm not convinced that place is supposedly a haunted place in Brighton. I'm not convinced it's actually haunted. I've now realized whenever I've been to a place that is, in my opinion, truly haunted, like the place I went with Sam and Colby, or the place me and Tubbo went in Germany, where we've actually seen shit and like, caught it on camera as well. And then other places I've been in my life where like I've gotten, basically there's a feeling. The second I walk in a place, there's a feeling of like, this place is haunted in a way that Brighton place just didn't have. I was nervous because it was my first time ever in a supposedly haunted place and all that. But that didn't give me that feeling, which unlike the other places I've been where we've experienced stuff where that absolutely the instant I walked in the place, I was like, ooh, Ellie's house, I don't really get the feeling there. Only sometimes when I'm alone in the bedroom. If she's not there and I'm alone by myself in the bedroom, I sometimes get a bit of a feeling. But yeah, that's why I'm not too worried about the Brighton thing, because it did not have that vibe whatsoever. But anyway, so yeah, number 1, the most fake. Number 2, second most. Then number 7 is the third most fake. Then I'd say probably number 4, not because I think it's necessarily fake, but it's just so unclear that I'm not really willing to believe anything either way. Like maybe it looks a bit like a hand, but like it could be anything. It's such a difficult thing to see that like, I'm just not convinced it's anything. So number 4 kind of sits in the mid ground of like, I don't not believe or believe. I just don't fucking know what's happening. Number 5 is probably then. Oh, he's wearing a shirt here. I didn't notice that.
Happened there.
Oh, he's not all nipply in that one. I didn't even notice.
So then, just what exactly with all that's happened before?
The guy where he hears a bunch of noises and knocks could be other things. Like the fact that the door was opening that one night in like this clip, I would say is probably just a draft. But the banging and the footsteps are a little bit weird. And the dog, like, being really curious about the room as the light's flickering and he's hearing noises is interesting. And I'm like, this one I'm like half and half. Like, houses do make noises. I don't think he calls it an apartment at one point. So if it's attached to other people, of course you're going to hear noises. But at the same time, it is a bit weird. And I'm like I'm like 51% it could be a ghost and 49 that it isn't. So yeah, that's number 5. That's like just beyond the midpoint. Then I would say, so we've done 1, 2, 5, 7, and 4. 1, 2, 7, 4, 5. So that's 5 done. So we got 2 more. Oh no, we got 3 more. 3 more. It was 8, wasn't it? This one is interesting. I think this one's my, like, this is my third most believable. All right? Third most believable.
Then the camera would have already moved earlier.
Like, so much happens, it feels too good to be true. But it also seems quite hard to fake.
Activity.
You know?
But following activity.
Like, I don't know how you would fake this.
And the falls down.
Like, that falls unnaturally and it's weird.
How other objects inside.
And like, the stuff moving by itself here, that could be a string, but that pillow falling like that could not be. I do not know how you do that with a string. Have you always had interest in the paranormal, or is it more recent after your own experiences? The latter. I used to be a massive skeptic, but now after my own experiences, I'm like, oh, this is weird. And I've been on the this is weird train ever since. But I think this is my third. I don't know how you would fake it, but it is like almost too good to be true, you know? But like, I want to see more from these. You know, if I see more from these people, like I feel like this is the type of people, because there was so much footage here of like him just randomly talking to camera and stuff that wasn't actually from the clip he was showing us, and was just he was using as B-roll. And like when someone films this much footage, I'm usually a bit skeptical because it feels like they're trying to make like fucking YouTube content out of it. So I think if we see more from these people and I pick up on something that's really obvious, I'll then be like, this is fake. I'm like, right now, I'm kind of on their side, but I'd be instantly like, if I see something that makes me think it's fake, I'll be like, okay, it's fake. You know? Actually, I might swap these around. I might swap this around with a dog guy. I think maybe this is less believable than dog guy. I'm more inclined to believe dog guy than these people because it just seems too good to be true. I'm still possibly inclined to believe these people though. So far it goes 1 is the least believable, then 2 is the second least believable, then 7, then 4, then 3, then 5. Where's 6? Ah, okay, yes. And that leaves 8 and 6. And I think I'm going to say that, I know it's the top of the hour, but I want to get through this. I'm going to say that I think 6...
come into view as the owner beams them with the car headlights.
I'm going to say 6 is probably second most believable. This is profound.
Presumably,
like,
everything appears
the
to be
way that it doesn't look like it's edited. Like the fact that they filmed on a phone, it could be done to like as a bluff to make you think that they've not edited it because they've clearly not even downloaded the footage. Like it's just playing on a monitor, and like so you think they might not be editing it, which could just be done as a bluff. But like, let's believe them for a second and believe that that is the case. Hold on.
A couple weeks ago, I visited a castle and there was a hallway in this castle which I just got bad vibes from as soon as I looked at it. When I walked through the hallway, there was an information placard saying it was the most haunted part of the castle.
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. See, that's what I mean. There is a vibe to that sort of thing. Like, there is a feeling. Anyway, with this video, like, it's the way they're flashed and they're so obviously there.
Until you notice the two of them with the work.
Yeah, they're so obviously there. And then the owner comes out, clearly, like, looks at them and gestures to them. Like, he tells them to leave. Like, this guy can clearly also see these figures that we can see. And then the lights go on and they disappear. Which is like, I don't know how you fake that other than with editing. And I don't think it's edited. Which is like, wow. But it's also like so profound. I'm like, it's almost on that too good to be true where I'm like, that's just crazy. I've never heard of anything happening like that. But I don't know how you'd fake it. And it's not that too good to be true. So I'd say this is like, I'm pretty convinced by this. But it is not as believable as number 1, number 8, the first video of the video, where she goes to film her fucking creepy ice machine. I thought this was going to be so silly when she was like, when he was like, her ice machine has been unsettling her. I'm like, really? You're saying haunted ice machine? But then this happens. That is so clearly the silhouette, and there is nothing there that could make that silhouette. That is so clearly the silhouette of like a little girl. In a way that like you just...
Essex is honestly one of the scariest places in the UK, I swear.
Really?
Since moving here, every house has been haunted. First year uni house had a demon and no one believed me until they saw the tall black figure in the hallway.
The fuck?
I've never been so glad to move.
How do you know it was a demon? It's crazy. Fucking hell, thank you for the quid, but fucking hell. Yeah, that's just like, just the way she's, that one could be hard to fake, I feel. Yeah, this one doesn't feel easy to fake at all. Like, there could be a cut in there somewhere, like as the light comes on. You know what? Hold on. It's a lot of movement in one frame. But it's not crazy either. But like it is a fair bit. It could be a cut there as the light comes on. You know? But like it's not too much where like it's an obvious cut. Like because obviously the way that you would have to fake this is you film it once with the girl in the room. And then you film it again in the dark without the girl in the room. And you turn the light on and then you cut it at the point where like you turn the light on in both and you swap between the videos. But obviously you'd have to have your camera motion be so similar so that the cut isn't obvious. You know? This seems harder to fake. This seems more believable to me, like just seeing one silhouette in a room like that. I don't know. Maybe this one's overtaking it, you know? I don't know how you would edit this.
But too stream to explain.
But I can kind of understand how you would edit it. I don't know. These two are both very believable. 8 and 6 are like profound. They're really weird. This is like creeped me out a lot, actually. This is a creepy video. Oh, come on. Do it again. This is a very creepy video. Oh, this video was a lot of just silhouettes in places they shouldn't be. All of varying degrees of believability. But that one, I think, takes the cake. That is weird. I think this one just wins. But fucking hell. Weird, man. Weird.